close quarter combat in southern Lebanon. Israeli forces advance deeper in southern Lebanon, targeting Hezbollah strongholds. Reports of multiple clashes in Nakora area of southern Lebanon. Israeli army operations in close proximity of the UN mission deployment. Israel has asked UN troops to remain within their compound as it targets Hezbollah bases close to the UN compound there. Israeli Air Force bombs Beirut locality to target Hezbollah commander. At least 18 to 22 civilians were killed. Over 50 have been injured is what we know in this attempt. The story is developing from southern Lebanon. It's a close quarter combat here, with Israeli forces advancing deeper in southern Lebanon, targeting Hezbollah strongholds. It's a tense situation, Ashutosh, where you are right now. And reports are of multiple clashes also in southern Lebanon. It continues to be extremely difficult with the Israeli army operations. They say on close proximity on where the UN troops have been deployed.
And that's also the Lebanon government has also raised this issue in United Nations that now the Israeli forces are targeting UNILIF, whereas the UNILIF says that since the Israeli force, in fact, Israel also issuing a statement that they have asked UN troops to remain inside while they are advancing from the southern part, they're advancing further to the north. There you'll see the red blue line. That's exactly blue line where the presence of UNILIF is. And when Hezbollah targets and the Israel targets each other, the caught in the crossfire are the UNILIF forces. So what we see the situation escalating on the southern border. I remember what it looks like more tension because yesterday, perhaps first time in this round of escalation, there have been massive 2 airstrikes in the capital Beirut. You have been hearing so far Beirut suburban, that's a Beirut suburban which is far from south, so this side. But yesterday, the capital was struck by the Israeli Air Force that have led to killing of nearly 18 people. The Israeli intelligence and the reports earlier said the Waqif Safa, the liaison officer of Hezbollah and close relative of Hassan Nasrallah, was present. But so far there is no confirmation. Even Hezbollah or the local Lebanese media is denying his presence. But what had led to nearly 18 people have been killed in the airstrike. More than 80 people have been injured. 3-structure building, 3-floor building has been totally turned into rubble. Another 8-structure building where there was massive casualty. It was in the evening, 7 o'clock. We heard 2 loud explosions and it is barely few feet away from this part. So now the threat is looming over entire city because there were earlier reports that some of these Hezbollah members probably have fled and relocated themselves in the capital and in the further north. And in that case, if the Israeli intelligence continue to gather data and continue to strike, perhaps the Beirut capital city will also come under crossfire. Subsequently, late night, there was also airstrike in Syria-Lebanon border. So there was one place which Israel believed to be the bastion of the Hezbollah, probably the arms and ammunition stock. But the Lebanese media and Hezbollah say it was only the aid that was kept there, the medicines, the food stock that was being supplied to the displaced, because 3 million people have been internally displaced and these IDPs are taking shelter at different such places. Now that area is also being airstruck by Israel. So clearly it is also leading to one of the worst humanitarian crises. Subsequently, the offensive by Israel also continues. Not only the civilian, the UN forces are also coming in the crossfire. Hezbollah releasing its video showing its capability. They're not going to back down. They'll continue to escalate their targets against Israel. And all it is, Hezbollah is being done in the name of God, in the name of Palestine. Right. Israel says we are protecting our own citizens. But the kind of offensive that we are seeing, it only explains there is no end anytime soon as far as this conflict is concerned.